Hello and welcome to this series of videos where we're going to be focusing on quadrupeds. Thank you to Larry, my friend, for creating this beautiful pig that is going to be our character. First of all, I already have it in the asset browser. I have the model and I have the rig. So let me open the rig. I just want to explain where we are placing the guide because I think it's easier that way. So first of all, I'm going to be removing the skin so I can do something like this. So we can like go back and forth. Just keep in mind that you cannot have two mutant tool groups, so you cannot build while you have this one. But for placing the guides, I think is quite good. I actually think that we can actually hide and unhide. That is going to be easier. So first of all, for quadrupeds, you can either use this one or the pig. I recommend using the pig because it's the newer one. That means that we already have one guide. So let me just go into whip mode. And I'm going to be deleting this guide. And we're going to be importing this guide, okay? First, as I always mention, it's a good habit to name this upper group as Geo. You can rename it later when you finish to however you want. And let's start from the beginning. As every other character, the base is going to be this beautiful base in here and all these groups that are the skeleton, the rig, the controllers. Then we have the root. The root is just one skeleton bone in the center that is doing literally nothing. Then we have the spine. In the spine, in this case, we will be having the center of gravity. That is going to be this yellow controller that is going to be moving the whole body. That one is going to be placed wherever you want, but I recommend placing for a quadruped in the middle of the spine. So it's kind of in the middle of the spine where this joint is going to be, this controller. You can place it later or because it's rebuildable. Then we have the spine. The spine is quite good because the spine, as you can see in the build one, you can either move it going back, front, using the green ones, or backwards using the purple ones. So you have those kind of controllers. You also have this kind of middle IK controllers and the end and the start. And for the placement of the spine, I will recommend you something like this. It's going to be like from where the pelvis is or to where the neck is. I usually do like equal distance between them, and I try to keep them like aiming to the other one, and this is the orientation that we want. We just want them to be oriented to the world, as you can see, red, purple, blue and green. And you can also play a little bit by adjusting the chest and stuff, but I found out that this is the best kind of position. You can also use the biped spine if you want to, if you don't like this one. Just do something like this. I will just do biped. If you prefer something simpler, just take in mind that if you do any kind of change, you need to adjust the following blocks because the clavicle and the pelvis and the head and the tail are connecting to this spine. And I think I may fucked up because it's stuck. This is a heavy scene, so that's maybe why. So you just need to go here and grab the biped spine. And you just need to like make it obviously bigger. And you can just rotate it. Oop, something went wrong. Let me just rotate this. And you can place it and use this spine also. You just need to come here and orient to world. You need to disable that and you're ready to go. So it's going to be aiming to the correct orient of the joints. Or you can also use a ribbon if you want to have a ribbon. You just can come here and do I believe is this one. So you call it spine ribbon. And you can just rebuild this nerve. So you go into surface and you rebuild it. And then in here you just change the amount of controls and the amount of joints that you need, and that's it. Just keep in mind, as I mentioned, when we go into the body, you just need to change the clavicle parent to be the new parent, probably also the pelvis parent, the head parent, the tail parent, and the props, in case you have props. And that is the spine and the center of gravity. Let's see the next video how to set up the body.